Yo, they really did it, didn't they, Rounds? What are you talking about, EC3? Look at my hands. Look at those hands on that man. Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. Even Mattel has gone PG-14 on us. Oh, jeez. Look, anybody, if I'm being real, if I'm being honest, like, what do you guys pick up from that, right? You see 2 in the yellow, 1 in the black, because that's what we're seeing right here with the attire. Don't look too much into the joke, you guys. It might spring out Rollins out of the box, and we will be looking at both of these right now, as well as the full series later on, so stay tuned for that. They're all up at Ringside Collectibles. Code HERO is going to save you some money at checkout. Hit the link in the bio. Here's the backdrop right here. There's the man flexing. He's showing that the custom, it's somewhat close, you guys. I mean, look, I think the general formula for EC3 before Mattel had released it, everyone was on that same route. Everyone was saying, yo, I think Ziggler might have a little hint. So the smile looked kind of reminiscent, but at the same time different. There was nothing that we could have used. Jax didn't do it. So there was a lot of people that just threw out the idea of using a Dolph Ziggler with a resculpted head scan, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison. Before we do, I want to cover these accessories because we're getting some black and some yellow right here on the NXT mic. We've seen this. I think the first debut of this microphone was actually, well, not the exact decal design that you're seeing right here, but that very first NXT microphone that comes to mind, you guys, it was with, what was it, Enzo and Big Cass. I think it was the Battle Pack, and then when they got him in the Elite Wave again, they went ahead and released it. The interchangeable open hands that we are seeing, we're getting 2 closed fists, 2 open, and then his signature EC3 logo that Mattel decided to put on him. It wouldn't be EC3, and it would not feel complete if you didn't have these hands. Obviously, you know, the other thing that we're talking about, these 2 fingers right here, they're usually a lot closer that we're seeing right there on the hands, and I do like the sculpt on these. I'm pretty sure, you guys, that we've never seen these yet. These are new introduction for this sculpt right here, and the thing that I love about these new interchangeable hands is the fact how they kind of give, like, the design, like the inner line work of the actual hands right there, almost like a I'm going to give you a too sweet, man. It's too close to being too sweet, so Hero Fix will do it for you. I like that, man. Here's the shirt. You're getting a removable rubber shirt, which does have the whole kind of like baby bib style where it's got the cutoffs right here on the sides, and when you do take it off, it's that Triple H torso that we've all been using. Now, for me, I think it was John Cena. The Toys R Us exclusive. That's why you're seeing the lighter skin tone. The reason why we went with that choice, I mean, it is the same mold as the Triple H. It just had a more paint tone blend with the actual Dolph Ziggler head scan when we were utilizing this. The attires too are going to be different. This is I think this is based off NXT, you guys, and I am almost for certain that he also did wear this on the main roster, so I actually prefer the yellow, man. The silver, I mean, it's alright, it works. On the back right there, we're getting the E, we're getting the C, we're getting the 3, as well as right here on the actual Mattel version, and you're getting kind of like this lightning bolt effect on the outer, or right outside the E and the C right there, and it all ties in once you bring it up to the front side with the rest of it, man. It's all coming together, man, is what you're seeing up front. The design, like the black outline that goes throughout the actual knee pads and the tights, it's all matching on the wrist straps, on the scan, you guys. I am a big fan of this. I think the right expression, like if there was any expression they could have asked Ethan Carter to do when they went ahead and did the print on it, this is it, man. That smirk that he loves to do, and the smirk that he's still trying to figure out why WWE has destroyed the man. Like, he had some relevance when he was NXT, but when he's main roster, my dude's like, yo, Custom, what's up, man? You want to be my stunt double? Sure, man. Why you want to do that? So we can get our Rollins out of the packaging. I'm going to give this, you guys, a solid 8. You know what? Let's bring it up a notch. Let's bring it up to a 9 because the accuracy on the actual look, the right sculpt on the torso, the bright yellow. I mean, really the only point that I'm taking away from it is this shirt. You guys all know, man, it's not just me that feels that way about these rubber shirts. I mean, I guess if you're doing like the cutoff style right here, it really doesn't make that much of a difference, but I'm nitpicking it, man. I'm giving it a 9.5. I can't do anything. Hero Fix, you need to make up your mind as to what ranking you got. I love this figure, you guys. He is being replaced. This custom, look, Ziggler, you worked for a while, but now Ethan Carter is replacing ya. Now let's get out that Rollins, that Seth Rollins, the man that's no longer with the Shield. But Mattel says, you know what, let's pump out one last elite. Before they depart, that's what they did. They did it with Ambrose, but when they did it with Ambrose, they didn't give us the updated scan. Here's a side look right there. It's got a little one night after reclaiming the IC title at SummerSlam. 1 year later, you guys, 2018. We're over here at 2019. And the missions, the goals that this man has accomplished. How do you go from IC champ to Universal champ 2 times against Beast? The Beast Brock Lesnar. This guy is the true Beast Slayer. There hasn't been anyone that comes to mind that is semi-relevant as to how Rollins did it. I mean, the first time, it was a little bit dirty, man. There were some low blows. There were some kicks below the waist. Referee, it didn't matter. He still captured it. Not last night, though. So, interchangeable hands. We are getting 2 close fists, and then the ones that are actually on the figure, you guys, they are the 2 open hands. The thing that I am going to point out, though, is the sculpting on the gloves. So, the sculpting on the gloves, they didn't do like the actual gloves, and I don't think they've ever had for Seth Rollins. I think every single time that they've released this figure with the actual gloves, like the Shield style, it's always just been the painted on skin tone. I think at some point, you guys, it's got to develop to that. Like if they do release another Shield attire for Seth Rollins, give us the sculpt, man. Give us that sculpt that we need to see right here on these gloves. And I know it's a minor thing. They didn't do it with Elite Series 69 Rey Mysterio, so I'm not that surprised. I think what had happened was the whole revamp of this vest right here, it had to take away some from the budget because the previous vest that we've seen several different styles for Rollins. There was one that was kind of like just cut off at the bottom. There was I think there was another one apart from this one. There's been several, like even for Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, the vests, they've kind of changed throughout in figure form, which is good. I mean, they could have just kept reusing the same sculpt, but this one is more clean cut. The older version, which is kind of like the debut style of Seth Rollins figure, there was a lot of pockets. It was really bulky. It was oversized. So if you're doing any kind of moves, whether it's like, you know, over the top or just anything, it's going to take away, you know, some of that away. It's just the ability, when you have more flexibility in motion, not just in figure, but I'm talking about in real life, that's when you get a little bit extra oomph out of your moves. On the back piece right here, these ones were not removable, at least not this one. I mean, you could have removed it, but you would have had to adhere it again with glue. With this one, it's kind of like his other vests when he went on his own, how it just kind of comes off right there from the back side. Before I do take it off, I do want to show you the overall sculpt on this, because the line work that you saw up front, it's really clean, man. I really like the straps right here, how they kind of gave it that real look of these straps actually being functional. I know there's been other vests that they put out in the Mattel figure line where these ones were actually, you could unclip it from the sides, but instead they went ahead and did it through the back. On the logo up here, we kind of have that old Shield logo. Actually, I wouldn't call it the old. This is the kind of the rebirth of it all. And I think, I could be wrong, you guys. I think one of the times that he actually did wear this vest, he also had like a mask or some kind of entrance headpiece, and I think that would have been really cool had they added to this figure. From the waist down, it is the regular Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. It's the same sculpt right here. There's no reason to really ever change this. The pants have always maintained the same style, and that kind of goes the same along with the boots. When you do take it off, you are going to get some, I think it's a painted on shirt, so this is actually going to play well for several things. Like obviously Seth Rollins, if you plan on using this figure as Rollins for the actual figure matches or whatever you want to do with it, it's going to play out. But I think the paint work right here on the neck area, it's cool how they did it, because this would actually work real well to do like a Jeff Hardy fix-up where you get rid of the tank top mold. Anything before this, you guys, I'm pretty sure the line work, it kind of stopped like right above the chest area, so this is kind of carrying a little bit higher to kind of mask the tattoo work if you were to do like like I said, a Jeff Hardy fix-up. And Hardy always did wear it slightly higher, almost like a turtleneck. That's it. That's the figure. I'm going to give this another 9.5, you guys. Look, the actual styling of the vest, you can see on the back piece right here, it is accurate from what he actually wore and what you're seeing right here. I guess the design on the logo, he didn't have it on the picture, but I think when he re-wore it again, when he came on with Roman Reigns, he actually did have that. So the accuracies are there. It's just the gloves, man. I got to take that slight point away. I know it's not much, and that's the reason why I don't want to take anything away from it or the scan, because you guys know, man, how many Seth Rollins basics and elites have I purchased with this head scan? One too many. EC3 will claim that, man. Give me your thoughts on these two. We will review the rest. Like I said, we'll do Finn Balor, we'll do Vince McMahon, and who else? We got Gargano still, and Dolph Ziggler. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.